All right. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the township. Today's date is February 11th, 2026. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Township building and is also being offered in a live streaming feature. The meeting will also be made available on the township's website beginning tomorrow morning. Comments will not be accepted remotely during the meeting, but instructions for submitting public comment in advance of tonight's meeting were provided as part of the posted agenda. Mr. Taylor, can you summarize any public comment received prior to the meeting?
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. There was no public comment received prior to this meeting since the Monday night meeting.
Okay, thank you. And at this time, I would ask everybody to please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection to honor the servicemen and women who place themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety at home and overseas. All right, thank you. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. At this time, I would entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the township.
So moved.
Okay, we have moved the second.
Second.
All right. And are there any questions on the motion? Hearing no questions, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Please record a 5-0 vote. Okay. And I just want to acknowledge the absence of a couple of our board members. President Susie Ratzavong is not here, therefore that's why I'm conducting the meeting currently. And then Ed Morris is also not here. I also did want to check to see, do we have, okay, so Mr. Morris is online following along. He has an illness that precluded him from being here. He didn't want to get the rest of us sick as well.
Thank you, Ed.
Then, yeah, I know. Thank you. Next, the announcements. I want to announce that the Board of Commissioners conducted an executive session as part of their February 9th, 2026 workshop meeting to discuss one personnel matter and two litigation matters. Now, begin the public portion of the meeting. The board is now open to comments or questions from the public. However, do I need to go through all this? Because unfortunately, we don't have any members of the public here with us today. And that is the only way we accept the comments at this point in time. So I think we would move on next to the committee reports, which begins with the Community Development Committee, which would be chaired by Susie Ratzavong. I will cover that for her. On behalf of Commissioner Ratzavong, I have two motions. The first is relevant to the Planning Commission. I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Amanda Helwig and Joseph Devine to new four-year terms of service as members of the Springfield Township Planning Committee. The new terms of service for Mrs. Helwig and Mr. Devine shall expire February 16th, 2030. A motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say nay. No, please record a 5-0 vote. Next, I have a motion regarding the Historical Commission. I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Will Ruthroff to fill an unexpired term of service as an alternate member of the Springfield Township Historical Commission. Mr. Ruthroff's term of service shall expire December 31st, 2026. A motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, to say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote. And that would conclude the report for the Community Development Committee. I would next call on the Chairman of the Administrative Fiscal Affairs and Zoning Committee, Mr. James Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I do have several items this evening. I'll start with the bill listing. I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the January check reconciliation in the amount of $628,330.30, and the February bill listing in the amount $537,798.13. That is my motion.
Right, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
Second item is regarding the disposition of records, resolution number 1683. From time to time, it is necessary for the township to dispose of records that is not required to maintain in order to make physical room for other records that must be maintained in perpetuity. Therefore, I move the Board of Commissioners adopt resolution number 1683, a resolution authorizing the disposition of public records in accordance with the Pennsylvania Municipal Records Manual. That is my motion.
Okay, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Okay, are there any questions on the motion? All right, hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
Great. My next item is resolution 1684 honoring Robin Logan. This is a resolution honoring Robin Logan for 32 years of service to Springfield Township, Montgomery County. Whereas on May 10th, 1993, Robin Logan was hired as a clerk stenographer in the Code Enforcement Department of Springfield Township. And whereas as of January 20th, 1998, Ms. Logan was promoted to the position of Administrative Assistant for the Code Enforcement Department and Assistant Township Manager. And whereas in addition to her secretarial duties, Ms. Logan was responsible for maintaining all files and reports related to the township's workers' compensation insurance program, and at times served as the backup payroll administrator for the township. And whereas Ms. Logan received numerous letters of appreciation from realtors, planners, engineers, and township residents. And whereas Ms. Logan made many friends and acquaintances throughout her employment with Springfield Township, and was always appreciated by her coworkers for her colorful wit and humor. And whereas Ms. Logan raised 2 children in her likeness, a son Eric and a daughter Kirsten, who brought to this world 4 grand muffins that she will forever spoil with love and kindness. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners does hereby recognize, commend, and wholeheartedly thank Robin Logan for 32 years of service to the Springfield Township community, and also extends its best wishes to Robin and her partner Bill for a long and happy retirement in the mountains of Buzzard's Glory, Pennsylvania, and the sunny beaches of Daytona, Florida. So that is my motion.
Okay, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
You can give her a round of applause, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, Robin is tuning in. It's certainly an incredible, amount of service, and I think she just is also a bit humble and not wanting to shed the spotlight there.
And smart to be in Florida.
Yeah, and to be in Florida is a good move there. All right.
All right, I only have 16 or 17 more items. Mr. President. Next item is the employment agreement regarding our township manager in accordance with section 1302-A subsection B of the Pennsylvania First Class Township Code. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the execution of an employment agreement with A. Michael Taylor, Township Manager, setting forth the terms and conditions of employment as required by the code. The term of the agreement shall expire on the date of the Board Commissioners organizational meeting following the next municipal general election. In summary, the agreement must be reauthorized every 2 years following the municipal general election. That is, are you sure you still want the job?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, because I don't know you could pay me enough.
All right, well, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Okay, next item, I just want to share the zoning board agenda notice. The next meeting for the zoning hearing board of Springfield Township is Monday, February 23rd, 2026, 7 p.m. Here in this room. And there are 2 cases. The first case, 26-02, application of Bridge Community Church of Philadelphia, owner of the property at 317 Orland Mill Road in Orland. The applicant proposes to subdivide the 40,810 square foot tract and create a separate parcel for a single family dwelling. And in doing so, the proposal would create a side yard setback of 19.88 feet instead of the required 20-foot setback. Property is zoned within the C residential district in Ward 6. Second case is 26-03, application of AOB Ventures LLC, who's the owner of the property located at 1446 Ulmer Avenue, also in Orland. The applicant seeks a variance from the Springfield zoning ordinance. Request approval to allow for the installation of a 6-foot high fence within the required 15-foot setbacks, Ulmer and Roche Avenues. And that property is zoned in the industrial district in Ward 3. So that is the agenda for that. Next item. So are we going to do the one for the zoning? We don't know that it's continued or not at this point. So we'll make the motion. Okay. So regarding the zoning board case 2603 with AOB Ventures, I move that the Board of Commissioners authorizes the office of the township solicitor to represent the interests of the board to oppose the petition of AOB Ventures LLC requesting a variance from section 114-135A of the Springfield Township Code to permit a 6-foot high fence to be located within the required 15-foot setback along Ulmer and Roche Avenues. That is my motion.
Okay, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
And my final item, Mr. President, I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt resolution number 1685, a resolution appointing Greg Lucci of Erdenheim to fill an unexpired term of service as an alternate member of the Springfield Township Zoning Hearing Board. Mr. Lucci's term of service shall expire December 31st, 2027. That is my motion.
Okay, motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion? Second. Okay, are there any questions on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. Unanimous vote.
That concludes my report, Mr. Vice President.
Great, thank you. All right, so then we will move on to the chairman of the Environmental Resources Committee, which would be me. I'll start with the recycling report. During the month of January 2026, Springfield Township residents recycled 160.22 tons of material with a householder participation rate of 80.3%. The net cost for the month was $20,178.60. Next, regarding leaf waste collection. Springfield Township residents are reminded that due to current weather conditions, the seasonal leaf waste collection program is suspended through February 20th, 2026. Curbside leaf waste collection will resume on Monday, February 23rd, and will run through mid-December. Leaf waste includes leaves, garden residue, shrubbery, tree trimmings, and similar material. It does not include trash, bamboo, landscape timbers, logs, or grass clippings. Please place all leaf waste materials in biodegradable paper bags or bundles and place them at the curb for collection on your regular collection day. And the resumption on February 23rd seems to be pretty optimistic. It seems like the snow will never leave us as it is today. All right, but that concludes the chairwoman of the Public Safety Committee, Commissioner McNamara.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I have an announcement this evening regarding the inaugural Public Safety Forum. The Springfield Township Police Department and the Board of Commissioners are launching a collaborative public safety forum to share information with the public and provide a community space for discussion and feedback regarding policing and public safety in our township, with the first session scheduled for March 19th, 2026, highlighting cyber crimes and fraud schemes. Community members will be able to ask questions and share thoughts on the topic and any matter related to public safety while enjoying an informal meet and greet with members of the police department and other public officials. All community members are encouraged to attend and participate. As mentioned, the first session will be March 19th, followed by sessions on Thursday, June 18th regarding traffic, speed, education, and enforcement. Thursday, September 17th, preventing vehicle theft and thefts from vehicles. And Thursday, December 17th, focused on crimes against the elderly and care-dependent people. That's my announcement. That's my full report tonight.
Great, thank you. Next, we will be moving on to the Cultural Resources Committee, which is normally chaired by Commissioner Morris. Commissioner McNamara, you're covering for Commissioner Morris tonight?
I will do my best.
All right.
Mr. Vice President, tonight there are three motions. The first is I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Adam Hess to fill an unexpired term of service as a voting member of the Library Advisory Committee. Mr. Hess presently serves as the alternate member of this committee. Mr. Hess's term of service shall expire on December 31st, 2026. That is my first motion.
Okay, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
Next item, as a result of Mr. Hess's appointment, there presently exists a vacancy as an alternate member of the Library Advisory Committee. Alternate members attend and participate in all meetings, but vote only when a voting member is unable to attend a meeting or recuses themselves. Therefore, I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Katie Sweeney to fill an unexpired term of service as an alternate member of the Library Advisory Committee. Ms. Sweeney's term of service shall expire on December 31st, 2028. That is my motion.
Okay, thank you. Motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Right? Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
Finally, I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Alex Badoff and Howard Sachs as associate members of the Library Advisory Committee. Associate members attend and participate in all meetings, but do not vote. Associate members are also considered for appointments to the committee as alternate and voting members as vacancies occur. That is my motion.
Okay, motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Right? Are there any questions on the motion?
I'll just make a comment. It's usually a comment that Susie makes, but it's always heartwarming to know how many applicants that we have that are incredibly talented and knowledgeable that come out with these volunteer positions. And if you recall, when we interviewed candidates for the Library Advisory Committee, I mean, we would just be really grateful to have any of them and
Right.
really appreciate people coming out and offering their talents. We're very lucky in that regard.
I would concur wholeheartedly on
Yes,
that. I mean,
that's right.
it's incredible people that step up to the plate, and it is what makes this township great, and it's what really made the library such a jewel.
So that concludes my report. Thank you.
And we,
Oh, did we vote?
You need
We
to
didn't
vote.
vote.
yeah, a motion has been made. So is there a second to the motion?
That seconded.
Okay. Okay. And then all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote.
That's really the end of my report.
Okay, great. Now we move on to the chairman of the Parks and Recreational Resources Committee, Robert Goldberg.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the appropriate township officials to execute land use agreements with the Springfield Little League Baseball and Springfield Little League Softball organizations for the use of specified township facilities. The agreement set forth the obligations of the two organizations with respect to permitted uses, maintenance obligations, land improvements, parking, and insurance requirements. The terms of both agreements shall be February 1, 2026 through January 31, 2027. That is my motion.
Great, a motion has been made. Do I hear a second to the motion?
Second.
Are there any questions on the motion? Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote. Anything more there, Commissioner Goldberg?
No.
All right, that
Thank you.
concludes your report. Great. Then we'll move on to the chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee, Commissioner Kirk.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I have a motion related to the municipal campus solar project. I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt resolution number 1686, a resolution authorizing an application to the Montco 2040 Implementation Grant Program for the Springfield Township Municipal Campus Solar Project. The proposal requests $250,000 in grant assistance to offset the cost of installing a photovoltaic solar array on the police administration and public works buildings. The solar project will generate enough electricity to power the entire municipal campus, with excess power to be generated during certain times of the year and sold back to the township's electricity supplier. The cost of the municipal campus solar project is $629,125. However, after applying the 30% rebate available through the Federal Inflation Reduction Act and a slightly smaller incentive available through Pico Energy, the net cost is estimated to be $413,692, with potential payback in as few as 3.66 years. If the Montco 2040 implementation grant is funded as requested, both the net cost and payback period will be reduced even further. That is my motion.
Great, a motion has been made. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
All right, are there any questions on the motion?
Well, I would say this is a pretty exciting project. When we decided to explore this, the payback period was even longer than the 3.6 years. And so we got some good news along the way. If we get that even lower by the use of grant, I mean, it's a home run. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, as we were moving forward on the project, we tried to make that decision, assuming we would not get any of the additional help and grant money, and it still made sense. And now this, this could be pretty extraordinary and really will help out the township. And I really wanted to cite the assistance of the EAC committee, specifically Joy Berge has contributed a ton to this whole project and getting us the information we needed to be able to make the decision and to really move the ball forward. So did want to thank them for that. Okay, so all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a 5-0 vote. Okay, Commissioner Kirk, anything else?
That concludes my report. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
All right, great. I would like to announce at this point in time that the board is once again open to receiving public comment. However, that's got to come from people who are currently
You
here.
wish.
We don't have much of an audience tonight. So at this point in time, I would accept a motion to adjourn the business meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All right? And do I have to say all in favor, say aye?
Yep.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. All right, that concludes our business meeting. Joe?
Mike, is this a record? Like, so you'd have to have at least 4 commissioners in the room to conduct a meeting,
Correct.
right? We have 5.